What's up, fellow gamers? Phreak here. Welcome back to Let's Play Cyberware Flashpoint. Chrome difficulty, no soldier challenge. We are power level 2.67, on the way to 3. Power level 3 unlocks another chain of story content. I'm also trying to get my secondary hacker to around level 10, so that she can get some more scapegoat tokens. She's currently in the SimStream trainer and is level 7, so we're not that far to go. I think it's what, 100 XP per level. She's getting around 70-ish per mission, so or 1,000? No. Whatever. We're gonna figure it out. It's fine. She's on the way up, whatever. Math is hard. I'm not doing the math in my head. It's not worth it. I'm a little bit tired right now as it stands. Okay, so we've got 2 missions ready to go. They are both hacking optional for loot, so of course my main hacker will be going. Again, my secondary is going to be gaining XP here. We've also got not 1, but 2, I thought. Yep, 2 hack-only missions ready to go. This is a Matrix hunt mission. This is going to be a CPU spike. CPU spikes give you an extra turn and give a very similar amount of money. I'm double checking my notes. I have like random amounts written down. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We'll look at it later. Regardless, just about everyone is busy. We can basically park this guy here because he doesn't need to go on the mission. But with our detox benches busy and our SimStream trainer busy, actually one thing I can do, because I haven't been doing this yet, but I want to do it a little bit, is I might put this guy down for cyber surgery. So we haven't done implants yet, but I'm going to go ahead and start talking about this now because last episode we talked about crafting and our new SMG is on the way here. Let's talk about implants. This mechanic is not fully implemented. One thing that they expect to be doing, and I'll show you here on the other screen, is that they expect to make these skill trees rely on having the implant. So you can see these breaks here, right? The break here, the break here. So if you have no special implants, my understanding, this is using the visuals and the things I've seen on the Discord, if you have no special implants, you can only get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skills. And then these 3 are locked behind getting a tact recast in the fast brain slot. These 3 are locked behind getting a cyber lung in the lung slot. And these 3 are locked behind getting a display link in the ocular slot. And that you can't train these until you get these implants put in. And so suddenly, of course, there's a much bigger push to multi-class because you can only ever get these things. And suddenly you're like, well, actually, I really want to do Soldier Sniper Hybrid then because I, can't get over here and get these debuffs. But man, getting a tact recast to get these, ally debuffs, wow, suddenly I really care about this guy can afford the downtime and money and everything else to get this hooked in, and of course he's now the only person who can even possibly train this, despite the fact that Sniper is normally free to multi-class to do. So there's some cool stuff here down the line when they eventually add that into the game in time for full launch. And that's why there actually are names to these subtrees over here, because you can only get remote support if you have the tact recast. You can do that kind of stuff here. So we can talk then about cyber surgery, because right now this only exists for very specific things, which are getting a chem hive or a nano hive. These are actually required for getting the Scourge class or the Agent EX class. So while the expected situation down the line is that you can only get certain parts of your class with implants, what is currently true is certain classes wholesale are locked behind getting very specific things. So it also means that, for example, you literally cannot be a multi-class Agent EX plus Scourge. They are mutually exclusive because there's only one fast brain slot. And then similarly, the deep brain slot has a matrix link to become a hacker. And I believe Skin has the chameleon sheath for being a Vanguard. So like you can get the Vanguard implant and the hacker implant, or the Vanguard implant and the Agent EX implant if you start as one of the 2. But because it's only a soldier, right? You started as a soldier, you can only get 1 secondary class. So that's one lever of it, right? Is some classes are locked by getting certain implants. Otherwise, they are just purely stat-based ones, like here's a display link. It's, of course, in my ocular slot, it's going to take me about a week and a half to recover from it. It gives me some accuracy, gives me some crit chance, gives me +1 tech, which is more crit chance. Even if I'm playing as a hacker, it's not that good, but technically I can go +1 tech in my hacker and feel kind of good about that one. So basically, there's a lot of things that can give you just stats, right? I can take dermal plating, and I will run lower, but I will have wound resistance and a lot of HP to help my guy live longer, I can go for tier 2 of this. I get a little bit even less move speed, but I get some built-in armor. I get some more wound resist, more health, whatnot. There's a bunch of stuff here. They added new ones recently. They added heart slots really recently. So here are the level 1 heart slot stuff. You can get health and wound resist, or you can get injury time reduction and base stats. Strength and reaction are two of the best combat stats I find, so it's not unreasonable. But it's worth noting that the implants that you have available to you are based on the type of person you've got. So hey, here's a biotech researcher who does not do anything useful except sell medical gear, but like a corpse splicer would actually offer medical treatment for getting healing, but also would implant cybernetics. Here's Dr. Samdara, whose contact card we got recently. Implant cybernetics level 3. We can scroll down to other ones. There's a... We'll find it, I promise. Yeah, we've got street docs. They aren't corpse splicers, so they're not as powerful, right? But they're probably going to be cheaper overall. But hey, Dr. Amata, who we spent 400,000 investing in her clinic, not only did that make her a partner so that she was, going to give me favors and everything's going to be cheaper overall, but also, again, this gave her level 2 cybernetics here. And so as you get higher and higher and higher level cybernetics, you have access to better and better and better implants there. So that's something that ends up mattering long term, right? So that is the basic rundown on implants. They are relatively expensive, and they, again, take you quite some time sitting down here. Ultimately, getting like a level 3 neural accelerator is going to be rather expensive, 353k, right? I don't have enough money for it. It would take me 8 days and change, because I think she's skilled enough that her treatment is probably a little bit faster than usual. But yeah, it would give me some, 2 points to reaction. It would give me some evasion. It would give me some initiative. It's pretty good, right? This almost ensures I'm going first in any initiative roll. I've got extra move speed, like really powerful stuff here. For my hackers, we can get neural toner, 120 IO boost, and 10 matrix AP. Quite nice. And you can see here that these implants cost less than the actual... like if I wanted, right, another 10 matrix action points here, right, and I just got like level 1 neural toner for 119k, and I got 60 IO boost, like we compare that to what getting like a better cyberdeck would cost, right? If we said, hey, let me buy some cyberdecks, let's sort by powerful. What I've got right now is this, which has 240 IO and 20 action points. If I go to a level 3, actually this isn't even here, right? I don't even have the high level cyberdecks here. But there's a like $1 million cyber deck that gives me another 10 action points. And I don't know off the top of my head what the IO is, but it's probably not another plus 120. Turns out it's cheaper to get an implant for your hacker than it is to buy them a level 5 cyber deck that we can't even get yet anyway. As long as you can park them for 2 weeks, pay less money overall, but it's pretty valuable, right? So as you get your base in order, as you get into a better spot overall, you start getting to a point where it's like, yes, I actually do want to grab this synth muscle. It's going to cost me 2 weeks, but wow, 2 reaction, 2 strength is really, really good. I like that. 133k, not horrible. Again, neural accelerator costs a lot more, but 2 reaction, 1 tech, 3 initiative. Also pretty good. 300k is pretty rough here, but pretty cool stuff here, right? I want to grab this. 1 strength, 1 reaction, 200k. If I'm willing to invest that, I can get quite a bit of power in my guys. Now, the question I have ultimately for myself is, do I want to spend that money here? I have the downtime built in, right? We're going to be running these missions back to back pretty much. Of course, if someone gets hurt, I'm suddenly down a mercenary for the mission, which is a risk I'm unsure if I'm going to take. I could take somebody out of detox, of course, pretty easily. I guess really only this guy. She can't run the missions. But I could be like, well, I'm going to skip the stress reduction here, bring him out because someone else got hurt. There's, a reasonable choice there. Putting in an implant also causes a stress roll, so try to have low heat when that happens because heat gives you lower stress resistance. All possible things here, right? All things that are worth thinking about. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I think I would rather bank the money again to craft another weapon. This is going to be done in 3 days. These 2 missions will only give me probably... a bit under 100k each, and then maybe the stuff I can sell is with another 200k each, and I can just barely afford getting another weapon crafted when this is done. So I think it's incorrect for me to go harder here, but it's definitely a consideration. So okay, kill 3 captains. We bought the gold key, we bought the matrix snoop. I just think it's worth it for the time save overall. Helps me from running into dead ends. I just consider it really nice quality of life. And yeah, we'll just double check that everyone who's going on this mission has a silenced pistol. And since we do, we are ready to rock. Let's go. already. Kill 3 captains. We can check where they are. Okay, so we have one in the dead zone. This place is always like... It's like, from here, it's like 2.5 turns to get there, 2.5 turns to get out. So, like, grabbing the loot boxes takes 5 turns, roughly. There's nothing here. I think sometimes there is a box that spawns here. It didn't spawn in this version of Kill 3 Captains, but it is a possibility. There's once again also no box here, right? So Kill 3 Captains seems to have fewer boxes than something like maybe Raid would have. You can see there's 1 box here, only 1 box here, right? This one's gone. 1 box here, 1 box here. Right? This one's also gone. So we've got what? The map ID is Lockdown Station. And on Lockdown Station, Kill 3 Captains, we have 1, 2, 3... Is it 4? I'm counting because I'm actually curious, because I want to know how replicatable, whatever this is. So we've got 2 on the left-hand side, we've got 2 on the right-hand side, and then these 4 in the middle, right? So it's 4 plus 4, but you still got to keep both matrix hosts, which is the primary benefit here. Our exits are both up here. That's so funny. They're just adjacent. These are functionally equivalent, which means I think I want to run here right away, clear it as a group, run back across, start the matrix hack, clean this stuff up, have someone like slink through here, and then grab this on the way, grab this on the way, grab this box, and then go out. It's going to be like a 14-turn play. It's going to be another 1-hour-long mission, but I do want to grab both hosts, and I do want to grab all 4 boxes, especially because, again, one of the guys is here anyway. At this point, it's like 1.5 turns in and then out. This guy's up by that host. We're going to this room anyway. And then this guy is just kind of in the middle. Okay, so this zone could have been ignored, but again, I want all the loot. All right, so a couple things to think about now is where is everyone going? So you are heading toward us. We'll burn Tactical Surge for a second. I'm going to yield twice. Let Gemini throw down a Anticipation. Okay, you are running away. So if we wait to 12, we're chilling. You're running that direction, and, well, right now we've got this thing in the way. I believe this counts as cover, so we wouldn't get seen. And I'll just burn the 1 charge here. Where are you going? You're walking toward us, which, again, I also believe will be fine because I think we count as in cover. The fact that he could literally see us otherwise means that that's true. So it is worth letting them all move forward because you're going away. I don't have to deal with you yet, and you're both going to make my lives easier, which means I don't have to run as far. There was a world where I respec my Scourge into having corpse destruction, but I'm not doing that. I also don't think I'm going to be... I'm going to probably Tox Cloud... Let's see, no. We're going to run this way first, right? That was the plan already, is we're going to go up here, go through these gates, grab this box, and then come across. So I am just going to start with Tox Clouding, because we're not going on this side of the map for a while. And we can just yield. It's fine. We can yield down and make the enemies go run their action points. There's you. Okay. Plan secured. Oh, these are going at 10, but I can still, yeah, drop just beyond that. So I just barely have the correct initiative rolls. Of course, you're slowed. You're taking damage. I think he has 250 or so health. He won't quite die. That's fine. You're walking over. Will you be in the cloud? Yes, great. That's less damage required. Alrighty, so yeah, 287, 287. Alright, what I want to do is beeline to here. That is ideal for me. So I want to... Yeah, if I punch down that gate, we can also dodge the camera. I'm able to start with some shots. There's no reason really to not go for some shots here. We just go for kills. We know we're going to need them anyway. But ideally, I want pistol shots worth 1 AP. So if I go here, I can keep running more next turn. But I can run to there. I want to make sure everyone's like next to this gate at end of turn, so that they can always for sure make it. Because I only have the 9 AP this turn due to... Nah, missed the coin flip, that's fine. We only have the 9 AP this turn due to Tactical Surge. So like if I try to ballpark movement, right? Yeah, I mean, that's not really fair. You have 138 health. Yeah, I don't care. You can just go ahead and shoot. I probably should have shot from being ducked, but oh well. Okay, one shot. He'll die now. He'll die to poison. And then... yeah, I think I still want to be doing it kind of like this, where... one thing I could do is... it's not worth yielding. I mean, I can't yield because I would go down to too low of action points. But one thing I could do is run over here. Actually, I can just start with the Venom Trap, honestly. Putting it on cooldown, I have several charges, seems fine. You will now always take 75, so we only have to put you down to 75 health, of course. And then, yeah, go pretty far. Burn down to 1 AP. Coin flip. Unlucky, it is what it is. And unfortunately, you would hear this gunshot, so I don't get to do that much here. Nice crit. No reason to be ducked anymore. I am unsure if we can get all the way across on just 6 AP next turn. So that is a small concern that we can't quite get into this doorway, but I think we can do it. So, okay, we missed those coin flips as well. It's fine. We should have no problem with this character. If we really had to, I could go for... still don't need to shoot the AR. If you really had to, I could do something like burn a stun. But let's check your health. Hello, please let me check the health. Why is it doing this? Why is it being weird? There we go. Okay, you're at 40. So as long as I bypass the camera and no one hears my foot... okay, yeah, gotta be a little bit careful here. I'm gonna run to here. The game tells me I will not be seen, or does not tell me I will be seen. So I'm trusting it. Good. And then I want to know patrol paths. I expect at least one of them is going to run forward. You, I think, are also going to run forward. I actually mostly just want to predict you. So you're at 11. I actually want you to be at 11. And then you're at 14, you're at 14. So I think realistically, if these initiative rolls are enough that if I delay down, I can always delay below 11 and let them all run first. Whereas if I look ahead him, even though it doesn't say it on the tooltip, it is true that look ahead reduces initiative by 2. And so putting him to 9 is going to make it a lot harder for me to delay behind him. And so, hands off, right? I can get closer, right? I can be behind this wall. It'll be no problem at all. Nobody's, right? We know he's running away. We know these guys are dying to poison, 75 and 75. And so I get to be closer to the action when it happens. We have more guards up here. That's fine. They're not endangering me yet. There's the drop. And all they know is there's some quantum interference. So the camera sees the body. We have no... I mean, I could have tried to get a jam kit down there sooner, and that could have delayed this by a couple of turns. Or I could have spec'd my Scourge for corpse disposal, and you could have dropped this body before anything happened. I didn't. I don't think it's a huge deal. Yeah, we can easily get into the room, no problem. We can get off of the scanner. Right, so this thing, if you have 2 people in the field, it gives 6 tally. And it's only at the end of turn. If I could walk here and then wait, and then as long as I left with somebody at the end, we're fine. But I'm basically going to let all the initiative roll down. Right, I want to know where they're going. Oh, that is not good. I did not know you were coming back. He's probably going to be the one who's sent to check the corpse next turn. I can also just throw an early Venom Trap. If I put it here... I can throw it once in mid-movement, a little bit later. I'm just going to keep delaying. But someone's going to probably walk into that, and throwing a preemptive Venom Trap. They'll still see the body. It is very unlikely to be low enough to die to 1 tick of poison. But it also gives us the space to have that guy die long-term, even though he's still going to report to security. Okay, so I still need Tau to go, and Zeta's going to keep walking away. Again, we can just pretty safely delay a bunch. Okay, so you are walking away. We know you're going to come back, but you're not coming back until next turn. Like, you're going to turn back over at 15 next turn. You'll probably walk up to investigate. You're going to walk forward and walk up to investigate, and so we can let them do that on their turn. It's fine. The difficulty, though, is that there's an economy of actions here that still matters. So I'm getting seen no matter what. I can walk up here and shoot 3 times. But what I'd rather do is make space for the rest of my team. So what I'd rather do is run up this far, get revealed, choose to not care, shoot, reload, shoot, and then be aware that, like... And I want to be here, because this guy won't, I think, easily catch me. In fact, I can even do something like this, and then absolutely not be seen. And this allows me to be hidden from his cone of view, which I think is very reasonable. So you see an intruder, but as long as we kill you this turn, it's fine. And the reason I'm doing shoot, reload, shoot is reload always costs 1 AP, and shooting costs 2 AP or 1 if you're very low. If you only have 1 left, it'll cost you 1, and so there's really no downside to reload plus shoot there. It does break the focused fire buff of picking the same target over and over again, which lets you ignore recoil. But recoil generation on the basic pistol is so low, you don't have to worry about that. Whereas if I was doing that on, say, like, an assault rifle or something, you would never want that optimization because you don't have the 1 AP specialty. Like, there's no reason to early reload, you're just burning AP for no reason. But I'm going to kind of continue to duck behind a mix of these benches where this will block line of sight, no problem, and this wall where it'll block for him as well. And again, I don't have corpse removal here, but that's fine. For 1 AP, I shoot. It's not a guaranteed hit. 2/3. We get it. Nice. If I needed to poison him with something, I could. If I needed a brainworm... Well, actually, not anymore. I don't have AP, but if I needed a brainworm, I could. I just don't think I'm going to need to. Yeah, we're going to come back across for this, so he's going to be part of the invading crew. Really, only one person needs to run up, so at a certain point, we're going to send the entire squad back out here to take the gold door and clean this out, and then come down. I think my Vanguard will probably... Yeah, I think my Vanguard's going to solo run this. Take the pressure plate off, probably, grab it, and come out. Take that laser gate off. Right, she's going to take laser gate down, take the pressure plate down. Probably not, actually. She might need the jam kit. Just burn the pressure plate, it's fine, whatever. Might have to burn laser bars a second time. It is what it is. Camera's going to be annoying, whatever. We'll just eat the camera shots. I mean, this is going to see us. We don't have a good way around this. It's fine. Cyber Knight can knock down the laser wire, and then we'll start the hack in about, 3-4 turns. Anyway. Go down to 1. Just try to find a good spot to stand. Looks like... there. That seems fine. He'll need to reload, but it shouldn't be a big problem. Okay. So that guy, of course, will see the body. There's really no way around that. You can go very far in your turn, but... Wow, I could put you there. Which, honestly, seems pretty decent. You'll be covered from basically both of those angles. And, I mean, maybe... And it also puts you closer to your objective on this side. Only problem is that guy's going to be a little annoying, but maybe I can cheat that in some way. Either way, nobody hears her, nobody sees her, and she can end her turn. I could refract, I don't need to. One thing I could actually do is I could probably bypass this guy entirely by using a mix of silence, because it lasts for, I guess it only lasts for this turn, but I could silence plus refract, and he would never find me. I could probably navigate the initiative to never get seen or heard, and I could loot from, 3 inches from his face. Okay, so Alto is going to turn back, see the body, and he'll walk up. I don't expect to take damage. This guy is going to walk forward, but these actually... Ooh. No, these benches should be fine. Okay, I think we can delay, and no one's going to find us. Okay, sees the body. Oh, he doesn't investigate. Okay, he's going to report in the body, though. Wait, what? Oh, shoot, he did see August, who wasn't ducking. Okay, that's fine. I can still play around this, right? I've got plenty of Overwatch moving talents that it's not going to be a problem here. Specifically, Gemini herself is not even in the Overwatch zone, so she could just shoot. But what I'd rather do is probably Interference Spike from Non-Perel. And this guy needs to die. So it's probably going to be Interference Spike and Stun. She's going to Jam Kit no matter what here. This is the turn she's going to move on. And the primary combatants are Non-Perel and Circuit. They are going to be shooting this turn. So this is going to be a stun plus poison angle. And this is going to be a remove Overwatch plus shoot angle. And then Gemini can act last because she has variance in what she's trying to do because she's trying to run. We can let this guy move. Cool, you're closer. If he wasn't at 11, I'd be more worried, but he can easily delay past that one. You're on basic patrol. You don't find the body. That's good for me. Already, time for interference spike. Goodbye to you. I think no matter what, we're always stunning him. I don't think we have the firepower to kill him easily. I could try to yield, but I don't see why that would be very helpful here. Get a couple of easy shots here. Looks like I can shoot. I mean, I ideally want to maximize AP. Shooting once is always going to happen. Stunning is always going to happen here. I'm just pretty sure it is, so I'm just going to make that choice. We can turn magnets back on. Run to here where I can shoot them both later. And with my one remaining AP, just take that shot. Cool. Okay, landing twice was a coin flip, so that's actually pretty lucky for us there. He needs to reload no matter what. And I can yield to 2, which doesn't really help me, so he's just going to shoot. He'll just be in combat, and sadly the camera's going to see the body. Don't have a way around that. It just is how it's going to go. That's unfortunate, but we get a third shot here. Okay. Pretty expected results overall. I think we roughly hit EV on shots landed so far. Now, Gemini is going to run right into vision here, and I can't yield. So the question is this guy at all possibly killable? And right now the answer is no. But what I can do is will it be enough? I'm not sure if this wall is going to be quite in the right spot, but I'm gonna risk this because it's just more interesting to me. So if I summon, I'm still not gonna get around it, right? Because that edge right there is not gonna ever get broken. I'd have to move farther up, which I can do, right? I can walk here, and this probably lets me put Refract down appropriately. He'll loop around, and I can probably still circle around behind him. This is the AP efficient way of doing it. You know what? Whatever. It's for the content or something. Cool. You are going to be blind. What's your initial roll, by the way? 13? I can beat that. You're blind and deaf-ish because of this. This wire is done during next turn. But I'm only getting this far on 5 AP. This will take me at least 1. If it only takes 1, there's a chance I can get back out. Actually, it'll be fine because next turn is going to be a tactical surge turn. So I should be able to clear everything. But I'm still probably going to burn... I'm going to get security tally on the security sensor. And that's okay, I don't mind that too much. So this guy is stunned for a while, and that means I really want to just honestly spam damage over time on him. So I also am really considering walking closer to guarantee that this Biocoat bullet lands. Because if I get 125 a turn, I think I'm literally guaranteed the kill. So I'm gonna spend 2 AP walking in a melee range. And this will be at 125 a turn 3 times, which will... Actually, this might only hit twice. Yeah, it will only hit twice, but the pistol shot's still going to deal damage. So we take the reload, because it's going to cost me 1 AP anyway. Guaranteed glancing hit. We get a crit, which is even better. And it's going to be what? 225 from... Oh, no, I do get 3 hits. Okay. Okay, well, cool. Then he's guaranteed dead, right? We're getting 3 turns for all of it, which means, yeah, this guy is dying to poison while stunned. He's not our problem anymore. This guy we probably beat on initiative. The one downside is silence is going to be down. Silence only lasts the 1 turn. So I lose both the quiet footsteps and the... Well, actually, what I could do is I could run over and rewind her, but... Okay, he's at 13, so if I go to 18, it's fine. I just kind of want to see what she can do. Like, if she makes a bunch of noise, I'm going to care. Because then it means, like, oh, if he's going to follow me or whatever, right? So, we get 1 security from Pressure Plate. That's not too bad. We get a rare scope, I think. Oh, actually, this might be a sniper rifle. We get some red cubes. Red cubes. Okay, yeah, sweet. He's going to hear footsteps from pretty far away, which surprises me. Still can't see. Burn one more. Wait, no, which one hears me? Okay, he does hear me, so I have to burn one more sneaking. That's fine. And then this should be enough, I believe, that you're not hurt anymore. Yep. Cool. So the laser wire is disabled for the remainder of turn. Not a problem. I just need her to book it kind of out of line of sight. I mean, I guess the safer route is go this way. That way he doesn't... Like, he's going to come around here. His vision is going to go this direction. So getting behind that wall seems quite pertinent. Alright, cool. So for a couple of AP burn, because of having to actually crouch and walk more slowly, managed to get past that. Now, these cameras are still going to be annoying, and also, apparently the placement of this Tox Cloud was such that it couldn't move. It was, I guess, stuck. So it should be done next turn, so it's not that big of a deal, but the other downside... Okay, another question I have is how many jam kits do I have left? Okay, I'm going to have 2. So she can easily cycle this camera down for me, or cycle the laser gates for me, which means I can send my Cyber Knight to knock down this camera and go for the gold door. That seems like a reasonable use of action points, so you can knock that down. This guy is worth killing at some point. I'm going to yield further. Like, no one's about to reach me, right? So I don't mind letting the guards do stuff, although being in the middle here is not exactly smart. I don't expect to die, though, so whatever. I keep, like, changing my plans mid-round, but we should be okay. Okay, you're just standing still. Oh! You were told by the AI to do stuff. I did not know that. I did not know he was the one warned guy. Wow, I needed to read that. I needed to read that. That's really bad for me. Well, here's a first aid kit. I'll burn it. I'll use it after we've killed him. But wow, that actually really sucks. I did not know that. Get to a spot where we have line of sight with only using 2 AP for movement. Oh, shoot. Actually, he's going to be... Shoot. He's going to be stuck here with these laser wires. Man, so much is going poorly because of that. That's really, really annoying. Okay. If I try to leave, I will still have enough action points remaining. I can just take another shot, and then I can get out. The nice thing is shotguns deal a lot of damage. But that really, really sucks. Damn it. Alright, I mean, so the only major downside here is that his armor sucks now. Right, he has 21% mitigation when he would normally have 60% mitigation. So basically he's taking, what, 8 instead of 4? So he's taking roughly double damage now, and that shot did 80. So next shot does 160, which means he absolutely must be healed, or he can die to a single, like, set of attacks. So somebody absolutely must try to heal him. That might just be him, but he absolutely must be healed before anything runs afoul here. I could have tried to toxic out this room. It would have been kind of reasonable. We're not going that far up for a while, so poisoning this side of the map would have been fine. I'll do it next turn, probably. Yeah, if like he was sent over and decided that he was actually a sniper and went for my Scourge, I guess there was a possibility of getting killed. I think that would be very unlikely. You have a shock mine and a smoke grenade. Okay, whatever. Deviant will hopefully be able to be sent across the map somewhat. We'll pick this up for now. The one kind of scary thing is that my footsteps do make noise, and he's right there. Which means dealing with him, we can't shoot through it. I think I'm going to be roughly okay with footsteps here, but there is... You know, there's always a chance it matters. I actually should have gone the other way. It doesn't really matter. There's a small optimization where if you want to go through this door, you go far side, close side, move across, go here, and then it's 1 AP to get to the door. But I actually want to go back down, probably. Actually, that might not be true. By the time she's done looting, which is going to be end of next turn, the squad might be ready to get up to here. Feels like a very minor optimization around how far we want to go. Either way, I think look-aheading this group is pretty reasonable. You're standing, okay. So Deviant could go quite far and get himself poisoned, which seems like a bad idea. We can fit a reload in there. Again, this Tox Cloud should end on this turn. Also, I can just simply loot these boxes because I have nothing else to do right now. And that seems very reasonable. Looks like I can get into range of this door. Spend 1 AP to go there, and then he can start coming back. And that should be completely fine. Right, he's not getting heard. There's no, you know, signal over his head or anything. Okay. Alright, well, Circuit will have to heal himself. It's fine. A death timer ran out, the guard is missing. Reports of gunfire because his AR is shot, and I'm sure someone probably heard that. Gemini can run across the map. Although I want to probably wait for him to actually take actions here. So she will yield. Circuit, I think, is just hard guaranteed to heal himself here. This guy is dying to poison before the stun ends, so that one's going to be a clean one. We've got one loot box done. We'll grab this one by the end. Again, we're going to get up here, grab these boxes while hacking, and then everyone's going to meet on this side. But Circuit will wait for now to let bad guys move about the cabin. No footstep sounds, so easy one step. This guy might move forward, so I'm going to yield to him. At least yield part way, like going here or something, which helps me not be... Nah, it doesn't matter. There is a chance he's going to try to see me, but I think I'll be okay. Yeah, we'll let the bad guys go. For now, we're doing nothing. This is the funny about having a ton of initiative from things like Glasswalker, is you have to hit delay a lot. Yep, he died to only spells. Alright, you walked up there. Sure. You're just standing. Okay, good to know. You've been sent to start patrolling randomly. Okay, that's fine. We can get around you. No more delays allowed, so it's time to run across the map. Just don't get seen by him. His initiative roll is 13. I can probably beat that. We know he's not going anywhere. It looks like he's not either. Especially at an 11. This camera probably turns again next turn and sees her. Can't do much about that. I'm pretty willing to throw a Tox Cloud up this direction. So I think he's going to run up this far. You rolled a 16, though. So I'm going to run up to behind cover then. And I'm probably going to have to yield to Non-Perel so that she can make sure she's out of Tox Cloud. And I also want to get as close as I can to this guy. Again, you rolled a 13. I expect I can beat that. So I'm going to take a risk in my positioning here and go all the way up. This is a bit of a risk, though. There's a chance this guy decides he's going to patrol downwards. I guess you're currently in look ahead, and you're not doing that. Maybe, I think he might be on random patrol, which means there is a chance to get spotted. But his initiative roll is 11, so I should be totally fine. So off you go. Circuit with his 1 AP can now pretty safely Tox Cloud. In fact, I'm going to aim it this way so that I hit this captain. At least likely so. Yeah, I think aiming this direction is fine. I mean, I could have aimed here and I'd probably get those guys. But none of them are captains. Actually, you are. But so are you. So one thing that Tox Cloud says, by the way, is that it will not pass through walls. It will move in the direction it's released, but not pass through walls. I don't know exactly which mechanics that refers to. For example, when we spawned here and I threw it this direction, it never moved, or didn't move very far from the start. I don't know if it's the midpoint won't crest a wall or what, but there's a chance if I put it here, I don't catch this, whereas it's very likely that if I put it here, I will happily go most of the way down. So I'm going to go ahead and send it this direction. I think it is probably fine. I don't need to brainworm. It's okay if he lags. This would make footstep noise that I don't want to deal with. So I will crouch for... We'll see if he can make it a 1 pip. I don't think that's true. Maybe he will. Okay, cool. And the one thing to be concerned about, though, is making footstep noises. But if I don't make footstep noises, he's going to hear me. So I can either stop short, which is probably the only thing I can really do. I guess we like aim to be in a straight line here and get a decent initiative roll. And it's all I can really do, because if I end in here, this thing is angry at me. If I go here, this guy hears me. He will turn. He won't see me, but he will report to AI that he heard footsteps, and I'll get an escalation. I don't want that, so I'll just kind of go down here, be pretty safely not in the track zone, save 1 AP, which just says I have +1 initiative next turn, and that'll be half decent. Yep, there's the camera. We got our first kill from Poison. He's now Poison, which is good. We could take 150 off. But yeah, that camera sees 2 of us, right? Alright. Well, you rolled an 11. You rolled a 13. Only Deviant is slower, which doesn't matter. He's not a primary combatant here. I expect I can kill them both without much issue, because their health bars aren't very big. Now, if I'm going to Atomic Stutter, I will have to make sure I do it kind of promptly. We know these guys are standing still. Basically, I can't properly yield to the point where I could like let Gemini and other people do stuff. So it's basically going to be... okay, here's the tough thing actually as well, is I might need to be at 5 AP, because I can do shoot, reload, shoot, atomic stutter, basically. Right? Shoot, reload, shoot would cost 4 if I time everything correctly, and atomic stutter costs 1. Which seems pretty reasonable. The downside is that, yeah, I think that's just totally fine. So I'm just gonna stutter you no matter what. Always doing that, and then I need 4 AP to do shoot, reload, shoot. So that should put me here. My first shot's gonna be surprise. This camera will likely swing and see me again. Okay, wow. That's pretty fortunate. I'm going to save Rewind for Deviant after he's done a fair bit of hacking, because he will need to run from here to here and still have, you know, 2 charges of... he'll need 0 interrupt back, he'll need 2 charges of everything, so I'm not going to burn that for now. I can, however, run up to be in more combat eventually. Otherwise, though, I can save look ahead, because the account is unaware. This guy's unaware. Not in too much danger. Yep, see, just turning back and forth. You are moving, but you're not moving very far, and the poison will get you eventually. You are on patrol. You're patrolling into the poison. Okay. So Gemini has not been seen yet. At least not on this turn by this camera. I can jam that radar, which will not undo the tally, but it will be useful because it will sweep again next turn and seems fairly worthwhile. I will get, like... Basically, there's upside to jam kitting it. But I also still need to 100% get rid of these laser wires. Now, with 3 AP remaining, I can easily get in range with the next 2. But we're not going to go for any shots. Well, I could maybe go for shots, right? If I go here, 2 AP left. I can jam kit this. My hacker at least gets close to the gates. It's not in all the way. Then I can take 1 shot because it's AP efficient. Next turn. Okay, well, we don't hit, but it's fine. He's stunned. That's why he did it. I didn't expect to get the kill. The nice thing is we're getting a lot of indirect damage. This guy is not quite forced to make noise. Or, not quite forced to get spotted by the camera, it looks like. I kind of didn't realize, because they still have the weird 2D overlay thing going on, that there is actually a gap. This box makes there not be a gap on this side. But I think otherwise... these 3 points all will have gaps on that camera, and so you can, at least in an individual turn, get through. Now, do I want to throw down poison yet? I think the answer is still no. I could try to throw a venom trap that would catch him just barely. Just not sure if it's worth it. Like, if I run to here... Venom trap does not quite reach. If I spend 1 AP getting closer, it will. I mean, that seems just very efficient, right? Like, I just feel like I should absolutely do that. And I believe it will catch through walls. I mean, we'll see. I guess I don't know for sure. But that seems very likely to work. The only other concern is which way this camera array turns. If it turns this way, I'm going to get spotted. It's not the end of the world, but it is going to mean someone's going to get redirected to go look at me. And I can at least get past the gates on this turn. So it's good that I spent what I did. Next turn, of course, you're going to be able to hack with a ton of AP. It's going to be another Tactical Surge turn. It's turn 7. So should be about 3 turns. Yeah, you are hunting around. I have to be a little bit cautious of you. Hey, just in time too, because, yep. The escalation was turn on some devices. Well, that's annoying. Thankfully, again, he got through in time. He bypassed. Yeah, yep. Ow. That's a ton from those laser wires. Okay, so what is my plan this turn? Kill him and let his AP burn? Yeah, well, no. He's going to go to 8. He's going to go to 10. You can go to 2. You can go to 3. So, I mean, Deviant's not part of this. Circuit's only going to kind of reach here. I don't expect these 2 characters can kill him and him. You're still unaware, so all you're doing is turning. So, all we really do here is just take this kill and do nothing else. And then wait for Jamkit to come back, basically. But we're going to get a lot of corpse information here. Like, it's going to get pretty hairy pretty quickly. And I think I've already been seen with this camera this turn, so I might just literally run forward. Because if you're unaware, I'm actually not afraid of you. But I guess I'll just yield and be really sure of it. But oh yeah, also. Actually, do I want to not Tactical Surge this turn? No. Actually, okay, here's the weird thing. I want to finish her turn. And before I burn Tactical Surge, because the timing is awkward here in all cases, because I want Deviant to do stuff. Okay, so what is the extreme min-max here, which is so silly, but it's worth. So I want to pop this before Deviant starts his turn, because I want him to burn the movement point moving forward. That way, otherwise it's use it or lose it. I want her to finish her turn running here before I hit Tactical Surge, so that she has it on the next turn. I'm going to go for this kill. He doesn't really matter. He'll use 1 no matter what happens here. In fact, he might need it this turn to kill this guy. So it's like, I need to yield on Deviant, and then have Gemini spend. Yeah, it's going to be that. Okay, so it's yield. Yeah, you're going to actually want the action points. You're going to want the action points. So it was actually the opposite of what I thought I wanted to do, which is actually, no, I do want Gemini to run up. Be up here. Here, you can be in a little corner. I expect to have no problems with non-Perel getting the kill, so I'm just going to let her maximize movement here. Don't need anticipation for anything. End your turn. Now it's Tactical Surge time. She'll have them for next turn now. That's an easy kill. Gets seen by a camera. Expected result. I can yield down to behind this guy. Circuit's going to actually take this fight. He's got enough shots that it shouldn't be a big problem. And looks like, yeah, with only the movement point, I can get in a spot where I have line of sight. So let's go. You have 3 shots. That should be more than enough for a basic card. And worst comes to worst, I can brain room if I really have to, but it is looking pretty good overall. Not a guaranteed hit. Yep. Yeah, we're fine. Expected to be fine. It was fine. We're chilling. Looks like that's as far as I can go. These are all cleared out. I could choose to walk up this way instead and not go through all this stuff. In fact, I will. I will yield. And he's going to walk up this way. It'll be a faster route and won't go through all these cameras. But I'll still get up into the hallway and then see what my initiative rolls are for everything else. That should be a pretty reasonable turn for him. Alright, Deviant. Into the Matrix Coast for only 1 movement point? Probably not, actually. Your move speed is very slow. We'll see. This is unlikely to work. Maybe I'll magnet. Nope, that's fine. Alrighty. Let's hack. Double check. Yep, no special leverage, just the passive one. Load the basic stuff. Load the programs. And... okay. I can skip this bottom half entirely. There's nothing of note here. I don't think dropping down these devices is worthwhile. So there's only one SCU. So the question I have is, what would that knock down? I don't care about that. I do not care about that at all. I don't care about that. Yeah, these are all really not very useful. Like, this is only worth hacking if we're running to the right here, but we're not. So if we were to come down the left-hand side, and this was the second thing we hacked, this would be relatively useful because we could, like, run someone into the gold key door, grab this stuff, come back down, this camera's down, someone hacks the laser gate, or jam kits it, whatever, out we go. But that is a very useless spot to be, so there's no point in going to it. This thing has only 3 nodes, and I expect to have to care about, you know, this one or something instead. Also, hacking this is reasonable to lower the security level, because I think I can reliably do that here. If I double check what's in meat space real quick. Actually, we don't know the security level in meat space. I'll know it next turn. But anyway, obviously going through here, and then we have to go either through these 3 or these 3. And I have to always go through this one to get into here and up here regardless, so top side is clearly better. Unloads in any program, and can't load programs is not a big deal. So unload, obviously is not acceptable. Don't load a program, that's easy. Easy download. Scan, I can handle all of these. Don't load a program, any action can't download. Okay, well again, that's fine, that's fine. Now, depending on what's here, I might have to disable this, this bit of ice. Okay, so it's 2 traps and a passive. That is actually completely fine for us. So, use a program, exit node, download access. Okay, well, always has to happen. Always has to happen. 3 downloads, and then exit has to be killed as well. And these are all gone already, so the only thing to do is load ice for this node. And we gotta be smart about action points here, because I can't end my turn there, otherwise I get dumped. So, 2, 4, 6, around 7 to knock these all down, maybe 15 at the worst. Yeah, we can walk over here, no problem, load a couple of programs and get there. We can still load about 2 more programs. They're plus 60 each, and my cap is 420, which is pretty much just fine right now. So, thank you, Overclock, for adding 180. Right, this is why this is so strong, is 180 program load. The fact that I can clear this at all, because I was able to reload, like, active ice or something, like, quite massive. So, anyway. Damage to connection, and connection use, of course, is also a bad one for me, because I can't leave. Scan, 16 still remaining. Okay, I can load. I need to always go here, so I should load things that are useful on that node. I will wait to load scan to see if it's optimal later on down the line. Technically, if this passive ice node is can't load programs, the more... Okay, so so technically, for 7 AP, I can get rid of both of them. Okay, so there's technically a min-max here available that I don't think I have to care about. But this would technically cost 7, plus 2 to move. But I need to have scan as well. So it's like, if I load scan, right, it's 6 to get over there, and then I can spend 4 using deception, at least with 1 AP remaining. I think that is actually optimal, is to preload scan. Yeah, okay, I'm going to save, like, 1 AP by preloading scan, running over, and then taking down security tally. Oh, actually, it's actually exactly 0. How did I get that math wrong? Oh, wait. I had 11, right? Oh, right, yeah, sorry. It's yeah. 2 to move, 4 to drop that one, and then 5 to load. So yeah, we got to be AP optimal. Is it a big deal? No, but I enjoy doing things like this. It's actually fun for me. Like, the hacking game is not necessarily hard in the sense that, like, it is, like, you can't, like, fail the mission typically from hacking. But I do enjoy the optimizations. Cool, great. We spent a lot of time on saving 2 AP. Video games, being nerds. Alright, so you're hunting randomly. Thankfully I'm not in this column. You're going quite far. Okay, I think you've actually been sent. Yeah. I cared about that. And then you have not been sent. I'm glad I didn't spend my turn in the middle there. That would have been close to suicidal. You're a sniper, but you're very far from active. Okay. Well, now that we know what the stakes are right now, I think I'm going to spend most of my team actually going back this way, not this way. There's not really a reason to go through these cameras. If I go here, I get line of sight. There's no reason to rewind yet. He hasn't burned things like Zero Interrupt. I say burn a lot in this game. It's not normally a, I guess it actually is my normal vocabulary for, like, expending something. Shoot then reload is technically optimal instead of, like, reload then shoot, because why the hell would I do that? This lets me keep the focus fire buff for 13% accuracy. I'd be at 65 otherwise. Yeah, I can't see a reason why I wouldn't do it in this order. I will get radar arrayed, but there's no way around that. The thing I just care about most is, yeah, your initiative roll could scare me. I want to make sure I'm somewhere safe. I guess since shooting a sniper rifle costs 3 AP, I guess you could put me in Overwatch, but I have Brainworm. You have not been warned yet. You rolled a 16, though, so if the AI does warn you, which is very possible, you can also make my life difficult, but... Cool, you're not going to poison now, right? You're poisoned up 2 HP? Yeah, you're not going to poison. Okay. Well, you're done. I'm going to test the waters real quick, make sure spending 1 AP is going to be okay. Yep, it's fine. So you're poisoned for actually exact damage to kill you. So ideally, we somehow let the next turn lapse as well. I think I'm just running up in a straight line here. This gives me the least chance of being spotted by... Yeah, so you won't be seen... This won't be in line of sight, and you're going to have a really hard time finding me before you spend action points. So that you can't shoot anymore. I don't mind having to reload at the start of next turn. I think that'll be reasonably safe. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. We also got a... Okay, so, yep. We thankfully saw it here. Orders received. Iota, Theka, Ulto, Sai, Seiko. Yeah, a lot of people got sent. Oh, and actually, he's one of them. So, unfortunately, he's also been informed that he should go do stuff. That's a bit more annoying. Okay, well... Everybody's being sent. And... as long as you don't shoot, it doesn't matter. You can't get me. You, however... I mean, okay, I really just want to know where they're going, I guess, is what it comes down to. These guys are both being sent. And so I'm wondering, like, what level of risk is available? Because keep in mind, his armor is broken. There is a very real world where a bad set of rolls kills this character. So I have to be smart about this. He always dies to poison. By hitting him early, we guarantee he doesn't get to act. You are going to be at about 150, but again, you're also going to get to act. At best, he's getting an Overwatch, though. It's not that big of a deal. I might just choose to retreat Circuit and let them run down their turns. That seems, I think, pretty reasonable. I just want to know which direction this guy's going. Okay, you are going toward my Vanguard. Which means, yeah, I think retreating Circuit is correct here. Gemini, I think I legit am just going to blend. I don't think I'm allowed to stand right here. I mean, he's going to get pretty far, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I just blend and let him walk up to me. And then kill him when he's done with that. But I think I am going to retreat Circuit here. Oh, another possibility, actually, is throw down a pretty heavy Tox Cloud. It won't kill these guys any sooner, not necessarily, but it does mean I'll have to interact even less to do what I want to do. And it's going to clean out this room when we're not going there yet. So that re-ups the poison duration. You were already going to die. But yeah, it's going to be retreat here. And he'll come back later. Deviant should be fine to mop up a lot of this. So he's here for the prevent connection use. Always have to kill that because I can't leave the zone otherwise. Active plus passive ice. Okay, fine. AP cost. Connection health is fine. 76 is totally reasonable here. Oh yeah, I forgot to load. Okay, I'm going to load them now, though. We're going to get escalations. Actually, wow, are we not going to get escalations here? I mean, I should have loaded this sooner. This is my fault, but... I'm going to choose to... give me 1 second here. Yeah, so I'm going to choose to load this stuff. Actually, I guess, yeah, I'm going to 0 interrupt this, run down, spike the CPU, come back, clean this out, clean that out, and then... I think I want to try spiking the APU as well. Getting a lot of help from... Actually, I'm nowhere close. No, actually, I'm pretty close by for rewind. No, I think I'm going to get too much security overall. I don't think it's actually going to be possible. Okay, so the game plan is come down here, 0 interrupt, spike the CPU. I am going to go ahead and grab these. It's going to cost me some AP, but it should be fine. How dangerous is this? So damage cyber deck, security tally. Yeah, it's annoying enough that it's worth 0 interrupting. So get rid of all this stuff. Connect. Null op 1, null op 2. Scan. Spike. Yeah, so it turns out I haven't used this token, the spoof token. I did use the scapegoats, though. I would have gotten an escalation not with the scapegoat tokens. Load our ice destruction. And then when you load a program, we won't load any programs here, it's fine. And then I always have to kill passive ice up there, so I'm going to go ahead and connect. Plus tally is not a big enough deal. I'm just going to be hit with being at 1 AP. We're going to, like, not really get anything from this escalation. It's fine. And then next turn, knock this down, get the scan, knock these down, begin the walk during turn, very early on in turn 3 of hacking. Because we already cleaned these 2 out, we cleaned this out. So we're going to get our 5 pay nodes. And then I just don't think it's worth going to this APU. We'll see. Like, if I can get a rewind, I can probably swing it with null op plus some attack programs. I might even 0 interrupt them as well to make sure they don't, get back to me. That's actually not too bad, honestly. I'd be able to have the bandwidth to load attack a couple of times, and in the 5 turns it'll take me to need to 0 interrupt again, I'll be at the other spot. That's actually not unreasonable. The downside is going to be, am I going to have the 10 turns for double null op? It's going to be close. I don't, of course, need to spike CPUs. I just do it out of habit, but it's not that useful. I'm not sure. I'll think about it for next turn. But there's a very real world where I walk up and rewind him. But for now, we're going to let the enemies move. Wait, did I blender? Okay, I did. Whew. I was like, wait a second. I didn't forget that, did I? I did not. More people walk into poison. Again, let them go. Okay, you're hunting randomly, so you're not dangerous to me yet. You have been informed. We know where you're going. You went exactly as far as I thought you would. Thank you. You've walked into a dangerous enough location. I think that was the guy who was here. So there's some concern. But hey, you've activated my trap card. What's up, buddy? Smack. Okay. Running through the camera once seems fine. I think that is reasonable. So you have a 14. You have an 8. You are always dead. I've got to grab these boxes anyway. I think this is a silence for move speed and then run up and sword swipe twice angle. And then I will grab this loot box and the rest of my team can cover that stuff. That seems pretty playable, and actually what I'm going to do is yield again, because going at 3 means I can see the entire turn play out. Who can still go? Oh wait, I actually need to wait because he needs to end his action points. Yeah, you're on a side, like you're gonna check the other bodies. So yep, you found a corpse. You're hunting over there. Sadly, missed the poison. Okay. Yeah, I just need to sit here and do nothing, I think. I'll just reload both my guns. Because he still needs to move. I wish he had rolled like an 11 or something. We could have yielded past him, but it's just not possible. So he runs up a little bit. He's still going to die. Okay. So I can basically run... Right, so I don't care that he can see me. You're only suspicious. So what is correct for me, basically, is the question. Right? I've got to make sure my Vanguard doesn't get trapped poorly. Is there a good stun? You rolled a 14, you rolled an 8. So if I'm worried about a bad initiative roll, I can stun you, and it's completely safe. What I really want to do, though, is actually rewind Deviant. Actually, no, it's going to be too late. Well, if this guy always dies, and we hack the APU during the next turn, we will bypass security level 4, and we can try to keep the dream alive. I think it's still incredibly unlikely. The problem is there's so many bodies. I don't know. Okay. I think spiking the APU will just not be useful. I think we will overcap on security too soon, and it just won't matter. Like, yeah, we'll get less, like, reinforcements. Fewer reinforcements, but I just don't think it's a big enough deal. So I'm just going to run up here. And if I choose to stun you... I mean, I think you're a better stun than this guy is. So I'm going to stand in the middle of nowhere. I think him reaching is incredibly unlikely. He rolled an 8, and you're dead. And we're going to get the Vanguard on top of you, and you're still only at 12. So I'm not too worried about that one. I don't care that you heard me. I don't care that you heard me. And if something goes really, really poorly, I have some tools for the Vanguard to make this not complete crap. So, yeah, I can get there with 3 AP, but I think I can get there with 4 if I use Silence. Let's see if I'm right. Sadly, I am not. I can get this far, but it's not going to get me what I want entirely. I can Sword Swipe once, and then I can shoot the pistol once. Camera sees me, is what it is. I'm going to use Battery because it lowers the chance that he lives. It's looking likely that he lives. That sucks that that attack roll was so bad. So sadly, this means he is guaranteed to tell on me. Which is not what I wanted. We have no poisons on him. His roll is 12. Your roll is 8. You're stunned. And I'm guaranteed to roll at least a 16. So that sucks that we rolled really badly on damage. I got a graze. It was a coin flip. I didn't expect it to go that poorly, but it did. Oh well. We're going to get told on. Yep, so orders received. Activating confirmation protocol is what it said, so that makes sense. Oh, right, I need to turn this... Oh, I have to turn that laser gate back off. I don't think... Yeah, he doesn't have 200 max HP. I have to run my Vanguard back. I have to run her back. Okay, well, whatever. Deal with it later. Okay, get rid of escalation. Scan. Let's go knock some stuff down. Grab these, then we're done. Order won't matter here. Connection damage. Load a program. I won't load any programs. It's fine. Download any action. Exit the node. Not going to exit the node either. Okay. That is 5 file hosts cleared out. It took him 3 turns. I unfortunately do have to retreat my Vanguard to get him out of the laser gate. Oh well. Because this is a guaranteed stress roll because max HP is still not above 200. Should really try to fix that at some point. Non-Perel does have security scramble, so she could do it instead. Actually, not really. Not easily. I can get to here, which would just barely put me in range. It's probably still better on the Vanguard, although, honestly, let's yield and find out. Is it better on her? She can get to, like, here and is easily in jam kit range. Yeah, that's the better one. I'm going to get seen by a bunch of cameras, but, like, that ship has sailed, and she's still going to run back to the loot box anyway, so... Oh well. Pretty ugly turn. Is what it is. Yep. Double spotted. That's the one I want. Nothing I can do for my 1 remaining action point, so let's just kind of get closer to that lockbox. There's nothing else to accomplish here. No one's in range for, like, an anticipator or anything, so... Ugly turn is what it is. I still kind of want these guys to group up on me and see if we can get them to somewhere cool. That's a little bit dangerous, I suppose. Yeah. I'm just going to get this guy behind the wall. We can't both be here by the end of turn, but right now it's fine. And I think we can pretty safely be in a hidden enough spot. Nice, we rolled high enough on damage. I want enough AP to be able to leave. That shouldn't be a big problem. Yeah, we'll spend 1 AP to get cleanly into cover. And then we can let them go spend their turns, for the most part anyway. Our rolls aren't perfect here. You can run up now, finally. The question is actually, no, I'm still going to let them move around, because I don't know, like, if the guy runs across versus not, it's different. Yeah. I don't always have the map hacks available. Yep, you're stunned. You're going to die, not quite fully to poison, but close to it. This is, I think this is the other captain I have to kill. I don't believe the game spawns captains who aren't objectives. Okay, so you're way too far to matter. You're too far to matter to this guy. So it is looking like a poison him angle. Or we can try to kill him way later when Venom Trap and Tox Cloud come back. Now, again, we have several turns here, right? Like, my hacker is going to spend 3 turns getting across the map and another 3 turns hacking this. And then roll swing all this other stuff, but I also just don't care about security escalation anymore. So, I honestly feel like it doesn't matter. And I can do whatever I want. And we'll just eat all the reinforcement waves. And please win the 3 out of 4. Good. Wow, we do no damage. I could have morassed at the start. That would have been correct, actually. Lowering his evasion and armor is pretty good. You are slightly easier to kill. Anyway, I don't care about all that stuff. What I really care about is brainworming you. So that you'll still tattle on me. But you're not going to shoot me. I'm open to that guy, though, which is maybe incorrect. But he also rolled a 12, so I'm probably okay. Just barely. And then I still want to wait for Iota. Oh, I can't wait for Iota. I think it's a sit here and wait angle. We can just kind of let him run up. Actually, it is worth killing this guy. If I stand here, I'm reasonably in cover. I can reload, then shoot, because you're not dying on your own to just poison. But if that shot does about 70, yep, now you are. So you're still stunned. And poison will guaranteed kill you before the stun ends. And I should still be covered from this guy. And he is currently none the wiser aside from trying to investigate. So you're running up. And you even did that, which is very annoying, but I can actually deal with that. And you're investigating randomly, or at least not investigating very far. So now the angle is get there as fast as possible. And if I click, pathfinding says go that direction. That seems correct, actually. That seems pretty reasonable. He's not going to be a terribly useful gun. He might help with this guy, potentially. But yeah, we're just going to get a ton of security. Nice things, we got some Glasswalker upgrades. People reporting some bodies. People reporting some intruders. Reduced body timers, we're going to get even more escalation. Like, yeah, I just didn't see a world where we kept this security level this low. Now, the nice thing is, I can interference spike you. I can make sure my team absolutely goes first. You are a danger to me and my team. I don't like that you are a danger to me and my team. Those who would hear my shots are not the biggest deal. I don't really care if he hears me. Not that much anyway. So I'm kind of tempted to just go for big, gunshots here. And try to really burn this guy down. I think this is a very playable option. For 3 AP, that wasn't great, though. Not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna go for 2 AR burst fire shots here. Because after the first one, I'm gonna get focused fire. And now it's, quite a bit nicer. So I need to kill you. I sadly don't... Okay, what I'm gonna do instead... Actually, wow. Okay. My rolls are so good that I can back off, let Gemini go, and see if she can clean everything up. So I'm going to run to here. Right, only burning 3 AP moving. He'll see me, so he's going to be in combat. She also can't stay up there. We go down to 3 AP. That gives me 2 shots, which are relatively... Actually, it's not that good. If I get both hits, I'm really lucky. Wow, I'm really lucky. Cool. Okay. Made up from some earlier bad luck, but that's nice. That guy's cleaned out. And there's actually only 3 guards left in this entire map now. So you heard gunfire. So you're going to investigate that gunfire. Unfortunately, I don't have a good way of knowing which way you're going to go. Now, what I could do is just duck back for 1 AP. Let them play their turn out. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just delay the turn. He should also be kind of okay here. I mean, I could spend 1 AP and be, like, reasonably in cover. And still just, like, let them play their turns out. Actually, he's going on 12. Yeah. Anything above 10 I can always bypass. So now that this part isn't dangerous anymore, I can actually just safely run up here. I'm going to open the door just so I have more pathing available to myself. I expect to use that better than the AI will. And I'm still going to yield because I want to know if I have a reason to stun something. Which I likely don't, but, you know, you're brainwormed. You're over there, which... actually, kind of really annoying. I want you to shoot that guy. You found a body. Great. We're getting another escalation. Oh, well. And he doesn't know enough. He knew there was gunfire over there, and so he's going over there. Not a big surprise. I can stun you now. What do I get for stunning you now? What I get for stunning you now is getting this cooldown back sooner. And I expect I just, like, want this guy stunned anyway. Because why not? Like, why not just have this guy stunned? This guy's too far to do anything to. He'll die at some other point, probably. But this stun just seems very safe. And, like, it'll always be useful. Now, Circuit can... I don't want to run through Morass. That's actually going to annoy me, so... I think I'm going to just tank the security escalation here. Right, run through the motion field. It's fine. And then we know he's going to take another... Actually, he's dead. No, he's not quite dead, because I don't have the other poison on him. But he's at, like, 80 health. So, running across here on this guy seems fine. I'll have my Vanguard grab this and then grab this, and then my Scourge and Cyber Knight will clean up these two, and then hold position against this guy. I also expect we're going to get reinforcements on this this escalation. So shoot the stun guy or shoot the captain. Honestly, hit chance seems worth it. Okay. Or do nothing, that's fine too. Yeah, I think I want to go this way. I don't want to run through Morass and get my, like, move speed slowed, so... we just book it across the map. This should clear out, I think, next turn. So it won't be a big deal. We'll just tank the motion sensor. I don't care enough. We're going to gain more escalation by waiting a turn. Hey, look. It's the reinforcements that I expected. It looks like there's a captain and 2 basic guards. Okay, captain's going to be a little slow to kill. It's okay. Oh, a fire comp. Okay, so it's a captain. Oh, it's a captain and 2 fire comps. Okay, this is one of the more difficult squads they could have sent. So you can see 40 armor is, I believe, higher than the basic guards. Yeah, basic guard has 28. Oh, he's stunned. Basic guard has 40 armor. Okay, so take it back. They are as durable as basic guards. The difficulty, or the difference here, is that they can use full auto on the UARs. And basic UAR, it's like... You can hit my entire team 2 to 3 times if they're all in the cone. So that can be a major concern. Alright, well, we can bypass this a little bit. We can easily get past this Tox Cloud with this hacker. Shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to go across the gap with 1 AP remaining. I mean, I can go here with 3. Yeah, I think I want to do it like this, though. And go across the gap with 1 AP left. I think that's actually totally fine here. I still want to shoot this guy while he's debuffed. I know I need the damage at least some. And so now that you're at 136, we still hit you one more time. Poison will deal only 50, so we need 86 more damage. Shouldn't be a big problem. Shotgun gets heard by everybody, just about. So can't play that one too easily. I can, however, throw Tox Cloud at them. I'll probably do that in a little bit. I think I'm going to go for a couple of shots first. And you're stunned for a while, so it's not an immediate rush. I could also Venom Trap, and Venom Trap, well, it still doesn't guarantee the kill. Okay. Now I could Venom Trap, and it guarantees the kill, which is probably quite worth it for the AP. So now you will guaranteed die to both sets of poison. And I think I'm going to run... Well, I gotta be careful about total action point expenditure. I think I'm going to spend 1, then 1. Come on, there we go. 1, and then 1. I'm not worried about ending my turn inside the zone, but I want to not be seen. And I want these guys to, like, for sure be poisoned, so... Tox Cloud, straight line there. Easily bypassed for us, but should absolutely hit them. Gemini doesn't have a jam kit. I could try to refract, and it might... I mean, this kind of seems worth it. I believe I might not get seen if I do this. YOLO. Oh, it'll just be not good enough, I think, right? Like, that corner won't work for me. Oh, well. At least I tried. I don't care that much. Oh, are we chilling? Yo. Alright, that's cool. That felt clever. I think, yeah, I want to just get... Actually, no, I want to get up here. So I'm going to wait and see how far they go. If they go to my side, I'm sad. And then you can just run across. And you'll be able to start hacking early next turn. No one can reach you this turn. You're hunting around randomly. You are lost. Sorry, bud. A pretty long episode. We're an hour and 20 in already. I did spend the first little bit... Oh, you're just not shooting him. Why do you refuse to shoot? I guess... Okay, maybe... Okay. So, I thought it was... No, actually... I believe I was told on the Discord that bad guys have 3 movement and 3 action points. But the fact that he refuses to shoot his gun... When you should theoretically still have 2 action and 2 move points is weird to me. I am surprised by that. Because I don't think I've ever seen someone with Venom Trap on them shoot under Brainworm. Not that I can recall anyway. I don't know. Okay, yeah. You are going to be heading toward me. Oh, you're heading towards the Vanguard. That's worse for me. I don't like that. Okay, I have to deal with you in some way. These fire comms are also very important to deal with. So, there is a world where I can make them basically spend another turn. Like, if I can be hidden from them for long enough, they'll take another 75 in functional damage at the end of next turn. Okay, so you rolled a 15, you rolled a 13, you rolled a 13. And you're going to roll 9 to 19 next turn. That's not the greatest for me. Like, there is a very... And I don't have blend back up, so... I think this is very much a delay this turn. Yeah, she rolled really low. If I had run her up, that could have been really bad. Okay, well, fatality reported. Alerting HR. They've been re-dispatched, so we'll check in on their movement. We killed the captain, thanks to everything else. Where have you been sent? Looks like they are... Okay, these two are on arbitrary patrol. This guy, though, is heading towards this body that was seen. Alright. What that means for me is she looks very safe behind that wall. I expect them to not reach my circuit very easily. I want to get into cover. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the time, yeah, he gets to, like, here, he can't shoot anyway. This should be safely in cover. I can let the bad guys burn their turns. I'm going to duck behind, and this should make me fairly safe as well, so I'm going to let them walk. I need to kill you this turn, though, I'm pretty sure. So you're hunting randomly, you found a body. You can start hacking. 3 AP to get there seems fine. I might need to back him up for other hacks. Like, my basic 2 should be fine. These reload no problem. Okay, so it's going to take me 1 turn to get there. That's fine. I shouldn't need to worry about connection damage right now. AP cost, and I have to kill that every time. One of everything is okay. Relocate, connection, yeah, okay. That's going to start getting a little bit annoying, but we'll be okay for now. So we only get 1. It's okay, though. Yeah, scan costs 3. There wasn't a way to min-max this any better than this, so it's fine. And thankfully, I will not quite escalate, and I can throw down Spoof at the very start, which is good, because that means I can block one of the Q-sec escalations. I can even use Rewind potentially, and I actually might use Rewind to make sure I have 2 null ops for the CPU spike. I'm going to try to wait until I use 0 interrupt on something, but I might not actually run anything that's worth... Actually, yeah, I'll 0 interrupt here, and then depending on AP, I may or may not be able to... Yeah, because I want to interrupt this as well, possibly. No, I guess I don't, right? My long-term play is going to be finish this, go here, come back up, sweep, sweep, 0 interrupt. I'll have 1 charge of null op, clean this out, and then, like, I'll probably be around, like, here-ish, like, maybe here, here, or here, when my next turn is over. And I'll just need to throw, like, even though I'll have all these things already ready, I will need to throw Rewind to get my second null op cast, or I'll have to go through the attack chain, which I really don't want to do. So I am going to need to get my Cyber Knight over here to Rewind for him. They think they're not very far up, so they are going to lose that AP. Okay, so how much can I do on this turn? Thankfully, they're going to take 75 more damage. So this guy is actually at 160... or 140. This guy is at 200 something, which, I mean, those are not going to be kills for me. But I can go down to 3 AP and get a fair bit done. And then I think I can rely on getting a good initiative roll, or I can at least blend if it's bad. Let's take the easy one. In fact, it's the only one I can hit anyway. That's a good crit. He's going to die now, right? Yep. What I can also do is anticipate, because he's only suspicious. I'm not in line of sight here. So I can blend. She's allowed to be really aggressive for basically no good reason. He will always die and his turn's done. He needs to die, and his turn's done. Yeah, I do need to rewind my hacker. So I need to spend 2 to get to him. I need to spend 3 to get to him? Oh boy, okay. Looks like it's a solo mission for my... yeah, I have to spend this much AP to rewind him, but it's actually needed in order to save the other turn. So, yeah, it's a bit ugly, but I think it'll be okay. Get your stuff back. I can hope to rely on getting a better initiative roll. Yeah, it's still higher than the captain, but she's not going to be in stun range. I can always... Okay, so let's see. He's not... Yeah, he's acting on 8. This guy's always dead. Oh, yeah, you need to die too. You're waking up next turn. Your initiative roll was 10, though, so it's not too bad. But if I can kill you, you don't get to report on me. The other thing, though, is I can go for a shotgun blast. It'll be really loud. But this guy won't hear it. I don't really care that you hear it. The other thought is, like, 2 pistol shots probably does not kill. So I'm gonna, you know, if this goes well, first shot looks good. And then, because you're poisoned, right? You're always dead because you're poisoned. You heard a shotgun blast. It's not the end of the world. I can basically shoot here once, and then with a better initiative roll, I can shoot there again. His evasion will be no longer debuffed because that's going to end. But again, his roll is so low that, I mean, I could low roll here. If I roll really, really low, Non-Peril can at least give him an initiative advantage by giving, like, she has an initiative manipulating skill. So I think there's no way I get caught here. And then this guy, yeah, can't reach me in time either. So it's going to be totally fine. There's the kills. There's Glasswalker giving initiative, which makes it even easier. Bunch of bad guys over there that we have to We can probably safely bypass them. So it shouldn't be a very big deal. And he's at 22 anyway. So if everyone's getting to go on my side first anyway, I don't care about warning anything there. I'm just going to shoot that guy. He's going to be a little bit annoying to kill, but I can figure it out. We take our shot. Basically guaranteed. You didn't hear it, as far as I can tell. I can yield and still wait. Right, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll see me right there. Okay, that is dangerous. I don't want to be Tox Clouded, so... we're just going to run right back into the motion sensor. Actually, if you're going on 10, or you're going at 8, I can wait a little bit. I can let her go for a couple of shots first. The only difficulty is he's going soonish, but yeah, I can like Brainworm or something, so I'm not too worried about this. That was a really bad miss. I'm going to start progressing here. I already broke my hit streak by reloading. Spending action points on anything breaks the focused fire buff. You've been rewinded, so you have both casts of Null Op, as well as all these other tokens. I'll just start with spoofing. Again, these things are all disabled, so spoof is safe. It also, actually, worth noting, using these abilities doesn't count as like a turn in the Matrix, so it doesn't seem to trigger things like escalation. Right, because normally 4 pips in action, these don't count as an action, which I didn't know for 100%. I just like never really tracked it that tough, or that tightly, but yeah, that's how it works. Okay, well again, disable, disable, disabled. I don't have to read any text here. We need all 3 kinds of ice blocking. When you load a program, I'm not going to load any programs, it's fine. Got some more source code, which is good. Alright, I need to get rid of, I guess, all of it. Ow. Okay, 21 AP. This is going to cost 7-ish to clear. If it's really bad, if I super have to zero enough, I will. I shouldn't have to, though. I don't need to reload anything like Overclock. It's still on for 3 turns. Rebuffing it doesn't do anything for me. Tally and program loading. I don't care yet about program loading. Now I do. Okay, so the tough choice here is if I drop this, I have to then load, like, I can walk off, load Deception, then walk on. This will cost me 5 to load and 6 to get back over there, right? The alternative is going down to 1 charge of Sleaze, which means I'll have to also at some other point load that. It's like, well, I can spend 4 walking off and back on, or I can spend 3 just disarming it. With another down payment down the line of him to do that. So it feels like I would rather walk off, load this, and then connect here, and then deal with this next turn. This seems reasonable. You're patrolling. You will find me. Okay, so that's going to be a Brainworm. And the cool thing is, through the magic of 2 of them, we're fine. Everything is fine. No worries. Actually, well, I had to break his Overwatch, so Brainworming was always correct here. Even though I could kill him, I was going to take a shot otherwise, and as we already discussed, this guy is a little injured. So the fact that you are Brainwormed means I don't care this turn. You guys are way too far away for me to care about that either. So I'm just going to make advancements towards the exit. You can do kind of similar here. Oh, you know what? Tactical Surge seems very reasonable at this point in time. Only above 3, but that's fine. Okay. A little bit of money. And then, yeah, we go down to 1 action point and take a shot. Because what else is there to do? It's not the highest chance to hit, but it's also free damage. Again, he's Brainworm, so I'm not taking damage here. He is going to report on me, but I'm not taking any damage. Okay. Good job, buddy. Alright, not much from the escalation here. They have begun to run up, but they don't know exactly where I am. Tox Cloud in that direction seems reasonable for slowing them down. I don't see any real downsides to this. My task cloud is still up. You can see it is basically caught on this wall here, which, again, it says it does that, so it moved up this far, then stopped. Fairly expected. They... I mean, the line of sight is, like, here. I'm not too worried about that. Maybe I should be a little bit. She grabs that, then gets out. He's done about 2 turns, gets out that way. I think I'm able to just delay, and it's going to be okay. I think. So, any action, relocate, has to be slept. I have to disarm it, rather. It is sleeping. Action time is going to get a little hairy pretty soon. This is actually becoming a major concern. I may have to disconnect and reconnect, which thankfully these are still ready for me, but that could be a real problem. Tally and connection use. I don't want to scan yet because what I want to do is... No, actually it's fine. I will grab the CPU up here and then grab... Yeah, it's gonna be the same stuff, right? Where it's like, grab this thing. I'm gonna grab all my icebreakers. Connection damage. I'm not gonna load any programs. It's fine. And then this just seems like a very safe 0 interrupt play. So I could rush the CPU. I'm gonna put on my scapegoat here. I'm gonna rush the CPU. Null op it. Very little happens to me because of that. I get to spike it back down to security level 1. I'm gonna skip the APU because what do I care? And so now it's clean this, then come down and clean that. It's gonna take me one more turn still, but I think that's fine. So load a program, still not happening here. Clear those. And then we know that next turn, I get to download, run over, scan, clear, and during turn 4 will be done. Clearing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 storage houses with a couple of these having individual downloads on them. Alright. And this mission is, of course, going quite long. It's a pretty involved one, but at least we'll be done soon. So go for the shots. You're still brainwormed, and you're... Well, I don't know what your role is long-term, but... It seems like a reasonable turn to just reload. Jam kit, so I don't have to crawl anymore. I am technically risking that his initial roll is not good enough to mess with me. Because there is a world where life gets really painful if he rolls like an 18 or something and everyone else's roll sucks. Like 14 is not that good. So that is an actual concern here that I didn't think about. I don't have an extra brain worm or anything, so like, yeah, it's actually a possible concern that he high rolls and I get shot. Shoot, yeah, that is, I mean, and honestly, like 15 is not that good. So, do I have a way of dealing with this? Sort of, yeah. I mean, I think I have to try to go for this and do what I can to knock him down, which basically is just, can I get into range? No, I can't. Okay, let's just go here. It's a reasonable shot. It's not a great one. I'm going to shoot once for normal. That way it's going to recover the 7 recoil from focus fire. So now I can biocoat. And that should give me a decent shot at hitting and minus 50. And he will die. So the basic shot was actually on purpose to get the accuracy back from focus fire, which worked here. So we're just about done. That's the good thing. He will die. He's running way over there. I don't know what he would have rolled because he's going to die here. He's not walking into the poison. That guy's too far away. Interference 2 tally. That's it. It's fine. We're chilling. Other tox clouds should be gone. Yep. Okay. You should be done during this turn. 22 is enough. Download. Move over. Load scan. Move over. These are still disabled. 2 traps and a passive is fine. If you use a program... If you take any action, steal AP. Okay. Prevent download access. 2, 3, 4. You are done. We can disconnect. 22 protection health. See, it was enough during turn 4. It was fine. Let's get out of here. This mission has certainly gone on long enough. It has certainly gone on long enough. Alrighty. Do I care about that pressure plate? Not really, no. Don't have any jam kits ready. Nothing special is going to happen here. It's going to take 2 more turns for Hacker to leave. It is what it is. Not much else for us to do. I guess I could have gone for the scramble. It might get reactivated, whatever. She'll be in range to give someone initiative if they need it. Circuit can... I think he can't bypass the camera. Whatever, it's fine. He gets seen by the camera, who cares? And Hacker will need 1 more turn at the end to get out, as the bad guys keep walking up into the poison. Should be fine. Can't get far enough to make me that worried. It's just going to be a turn 17 evac. And even if I had hacked both APUs, I think they're -2 security each, we'd still end at security 6 or 7. Just wasn't going to matter. More reinforcements, but they're not going to be close enough. It's not going to be a big deal. They always start on a low initiative roll. Means I can easily get at least past the pressure plate and get the rest of it done. So I'm going to sit here so that she can be an initiative helper if we really, really sorely need it. Actually, that might just be enough. Cool if it was. Can Deviant make it? Yes. Oh, that is great. I didn't even think about the fact that Tax Surge is back on 13. But we are done. We did it, we did it, we did it. We cleaned out the entire map. Don't need to click evac. I can click end turn. It's going to do the same thing, but whatever. Alrighty. This episode has gone on long enough for our single mission. Don't want to overstay our welcome. An hour and a half later. Alright. Episode will end promptly. We'll look at our post-game stats real quick, and then next episode we'll tee up and prepare the next mission. So decent payout. The fairly normal 78 XP. There's, again, a little bit of variance on any given mission. Capped out the heat, of course. But yeah, pretty good amount of loot here. Again, level 2 epic sniper rifle. Quite a lot of files. And then we got only 1 account. That's not great, but we started getting, yeah, there we go. Level 6 legendary urban assault rifle. So if we were prepped for using UARs, we would have, I don't think there are any weapons in the game right now in this version that as anything higher than level 6. So this is the theoretically strongest UAR in the game right now. I find this sword to not be very good. I think there's actually level 3 that I consider better. But we're getting some more source code to produce higher level hacks and whatnot. We did it. We got what we came for. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.